Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Khairul Azri and I will present to you all about our company business that we choose, which is Perfume Business Nature. So, for our company name is Paradise Essence, a premium fragrance brand dedicated to crafting high quality, luxurious scents to elevate everyday moments. We believe that a signature scent is a reflection of personality, and our diverse range of perfume is designed to suit every mood and occasion. So, our collection can be categorized into 4 distinct fragrance families, which is the first one is citrus essence. The smell is fresh, vibrant and invigorating, scents like lemon breeze and zesty lime. Next is fruit essence, which is it smells like a sweet and playful notes, including golden apples and strawberry serenade. And the next is floral essence, which is it smells like a romantic and delicate fragrance such as jasmine breeze and rose petal. And the last one is oriental essence. The smell is warm, exotic, blends like amber, oud and mystic musk. So that's all from me.
Hi everyone, I am Nur Ali and today I am thrilled to introduce to the Perfume Essence product line. Our range includes carefully created fragrances designed to suit different preferences, gender and occasions. So let's explore what makes our collection unique. Our collection is divided into 5 categories based on the fragrance profile and we have about 40 products in the total. The first one we can look into the citrus essence. These are fresh and fruity fragrance, perfect for a daytime wear. The second one is floral essence. It is a soft, elegant scent like a lavender mousse and rose petal. The third one is known as the fruity essence. It has a sweet and playful fragrance. And the fourth and the fifth one, we can look into the oriental and woody essence. It is a rich, complex scent like amber oud, cinnamon, fantasy, and mahogany cream. Our products stand out due to the first one is we can look into the variety in smell, from fruity and floral to musky and spicy, catering to diverse preferences. For the concentration level, it is available in a pure, EDT, EDC, and EDP, offering different intensities. For the price, it is starting from 40 ringgit until the 75 ringgit with a premium quality assure. It is designed specially for men, women, and for the occasion is like for the daytime and evening. Our customer favorite is known as exotic oud. In the conclusion, Perfume Essence is more than just a fragrance, it is an experience. So whether you are looking for something light for the day or bold for the evening, we have something for everyone. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Engku Ahmad Dailami bin Engku Muhammad. So I'm going to show you about the dummy data of our company. So we will start with the branch. You can see here branch ID. So you must create the table. Just click the insert and then just click the table. And it will turn to this. And then I'm just put branch ID, branch name, salesperson ID, salesperson PIC, and so on. After that, phone number. For the phone number and email address, you can use the formula or function as it show here. For the phone number, I use the formula run between. And then for the email address, I use the formula concatenate as it just shown here. Okay. For the salesperson, I'm just put salesperson ID, a total 20, and then their name, gender. But for the age, and email address and phone number, you can use the formula just like before. For the age, you can use formula run between as it's shown here. So I'm just put run between and the range age from 18 until 40. That's right. So,
Assalamualaikum. I'm Muhammad Ashraf bin Saluddin and I will present to you the sales transaction. Okay, for the first one, I divide into two column, which is the sales transaction, the clean one, and also the one that got formula. I will start with the formula. So as the formula, the invoice number, I use the VLOOKUP table and I got it from the invoice data. And for the invoice date, I use the formula of date. Also, I use the RAM between. And next, the customer ID, I use X lookup. And for the branch ID, salesperson, and also item ID, I use only the equal to the invoice list. I know that I can use the VLOOKUP and X lookup, but I just want to diverse the formula that I use in my presentation. So for the next one, the selling price, I use the X lookup, and also I use X lookup for the cost per unit, X lookup for the quantity, and also for the total sales and total cost. After that, the total profit, I use the total sales deduct by the total cost. And next, for the race, I use X lookup. Also for the gender, I use the X lookup from the customer list. And the income group, I use um, the choose and the rank between formula. Same with the customer satisfaction and platform, and also the payment mode. The fourth of this, I use the choose rank between. And this is the sales transaction that the clean one without the formula that my team will use for the analysis. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Ikram bin Muhammad Afzan. Today I will present to you about customer list. First is the customer name, age, and race is randomly we pick. Next we go to the address, which we use format which is VLOOKUP, which we get the first from the column A5, and we highlight the table and we choose the fifth column and we get the Kuala Lumpur address. Next we go to the sales person, which also is the same format we use, which VLOOKUP. We choose it from the top until to the bottom. Next we go to the customer contact, which we use rank between format. Alright, and also we use other formats such as conti. We use concatenate format. Other than that, branch we also use VLOOKUP with the batch address. Also the same for the top to the bottom. And this I will show you the reference for this slide. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
For the customer list, we have invoice number. The formula is INV and random between number of 1000 and 2500. The second table is invoice date. The formula is table 9 at invoice date. Invoice date is referred to the invoice date column for the current row. The third table is customer list. The formula we use is XLOOKUP at salesperson ID, whereby the lookup value in the current row. Table 27, salesperson ID. The column is fetches from the salesperson sheet. And table 27, customer ID 2. The column is fetches from the customer list. And the next table is we have branch ID. Branch for the formula branch ID is index branch A5, A12, which is the target range from the branch sheet, random between 1 rows, branch A5 and A12, generates a random row number between 1 and the total number of rows in range.
I will explain about the column of salesperson. To get the data of salesperson, we use formula of VLOOKUP. From this formula, table 1 is the name of the table of branch where the data is stored. The number of 3 means the formula takes the data from the third column in the table that contains the salesperson name. Next, I will now explain how the formula in the item ID column works. The formula we use here is index. From the formula, the product list B5 until B44 is the item ID column in the product list sheet. Next, in this column for selling price, we are using VLOOKUP to find the selling price. The table 4 comes from the product list sheet, which contains all the item ID and the corresponding sold prices.
I'm going to show you VLOOKUP formula to find the cost per unit based on the item ID. In this table, we have an invoice list that include item IDs, but we need the cost for each item. To automate this, I'm using the VLOOKUP formula. The formula looks like this. The formula searches for the item ID in another table. Find the matching row and bring back the standard cost from the fourth column of that table. That table is from the product list sheet. For example, for item ID FE01, the formula returns a cost of 45.
For the column of quantity units, we are using the formula of random between to generate random data. In the formula random between, the number 1 and 5 represent the range of possible value for the quantity in our dataset. We start with 1 because it represents the minimum quantity of an item that can be sold. The number 5 represents the maximum quantity of an item that is typically sold in a single transaction.
And next, calculating total sales. The formula we use is this, and this multiplies the selling price of a product by the quantity sold. For example, if the selling price is 45 ringgit and the quantity is 4, the total sales amount to 45 times 4 is equal to 180 ringgit. After that, we calculate total cost. The formula is like this. It multiplies the cost of a single unit of the product by the quantity sold in each invoice. And lastly, how we calculate total profit. We use this formula. This subtract the total cost from the total sales to calculate the profit. For instance, if the total sales are 180 ringgit and the total cost is 140 ringgit, the profit is 180 minus 140 equal to 40 ringgit.
So here are the invoice lists that have been cleaned. So there is no formula inside the data.